And you did a 14:35, 14:40 up this hill?
14:40 I think was the official time.
Okay. And that was good enough to win, right?
Yes.
You were the fastest up.
Yeah, I think they said the second place is around 16 minutes or so.
So you're a good 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. So I certainly didn't ride my PR. I've ridden 14:19. Hope to go faster today. We did some crit racing down at the University Grand Prix cycling event yesterday. Masters.
Yeah.
And then the pro one too. So my legs didn't quite have the power I'd like today, but it's a great event, sponsored by a great organization. The Canyon, the Friends of the Canyon. So glad to support it every year. It's just a really fun ride that we have open that you could actually do any day of the week. So
yeah.
Great support put on by Jason Middlemiss. He always does a great job with events, very well organized. So just like to thank all the volunteers as well.
Yeah. Now this road is kind of the gauge for how quick of a rider you are. People use this kind of to gauge how strong they are during the season. And you consistently post a 14-minute plus seconds up this thing.
Yes.
As far as fast riders in Colorado Springs, I think you're the guy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah,
I know you're humble, but
the fastest time up there is by Tom Danielson, and he's gone 13:34.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from him, I have the second fastest time by anybody going up. So there's been some good riders that have made attempts up it. So yeah, I feel good. Climbing's kind of my strength. It's just the fun. There's some steep pitches, but really a nice road and just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now, when you're going up this hill, you can get ahead of yourself pretty quickly. And you can blow yourself up. What does it take to get to the top of this thing?
That's the tough thing, and I don't run a power meter, and actually a lot of my teammates they want me to start riding with power simply because that way you can gauge. You can set your power at your desired level and just maintain that, because it is very easy, especially in a time trial like this going uphill,
Mm-hmm.
to go anaerobic too soon, and then you get oxygen debt. It's pretty hard to pay that back in the middle when it's less than a 15-minute event.
Yeah.
So,
and then it pitches really steep at the end.
Yep. 12% pitches, probably towards the middle. That they get pretty steep, and if you're already overextended, it's a little bit hard to recover.
Yeah. Yeah. So now your training regimen. Now I mentioned you're probably one of the fastest guys here in the Springs. Of course, that's unofficial. What kind of a training regimen do you do? How many miles a week do you put in? What's the deal on you and your bike?
I've ridden a lot more the last few years. This year riding for UE Solar, First Solar, based out of Boulder.
Mm-hmm.
Great team. Had a lot of support. I've actually raced a lot this year. But I would say on average I'm riding between anywhere between 400 and my peak weeks are maybe 450 miles a week. And a lot of that's actually commuting. So a lot of that is just riding to and from work. I can make a long trip out of it by going the longer way, and I tend to do that. So I get 50 miles a day, and then I try to ride one ride on the weekend that's 120 plus.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I'm racing, then I'm not around. But my weeks have still been around 400 on average.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, when you're commuting, do you use that as a training ride, or is it just a fun commute ride?
A lot of my training is actually not real high intensity. When I was in college, I had a great college coach that we did a lot of distance riding or distance running rather. And now with cycling, I've kind of taken the same philosophy that I go out and I ride and I have fun, but I'll pick things up if I get up some inclines and want to put in some efforts. But otherwise, I would say a lot of it's just very steady riding that's not at a real slow pace, but not real fast either. So a lot of it's just kind of mileage.
It seems to work.
Yeah,
it's
I like it,
well.
and it makes it fun. So I think if you're going out trying to do intervals or hill repeats or everything, a few times a week, it wouldn't be that much fun for me.
Yeah.
And, I don't do it professionally. I do it for fun. So
yeah.
It's fun to keep it that way.
And the whole point of a bike is to have fun. So.
Absolutely.
Now, will you be doing this ride up Cheyenne Canyon again if they do a time trial next year?
I'll do it. I'll do it every year that I'm here. Been able to race. Sometimes you have to travel, but this also is the weekend of Mount Washington, so at some point I'll probably want to go out there and do that as well. So it's a great event. I really like supporting the local Forest Service here.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
It's just a very well run event.
Do you have any interest on getting that 13:34 that Tom Danielson posted?
I would have liked to have done it this year. My legs didn't have the power. I knew that from the start. It would be fun to do that. At least get under 14. So
yeah.
definitely.
Good. We'll see you on it next year.
Okay.
Thanks, Leroy.
So much.